Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Evexia Webinar Series. Our topic for today is the tools to build a thriving coaching business. My name is Christopher Chu. I am the Director of Marketing for Evexia Diagnostics and will be your host for this presentation. Today, I have the distinct pleasure of being joined by an exciting guest, Dr. Ryan Valencic, who will be our presenter for this webinar. Dr. Valencic is a seasoned entrepreneur with a successful track record founding and exiting numerous private practices and a marketing agency. He is also the co-founder of EüPure Nutraceuticals and WellConnekt. Throughout his career, he has consistently demonstrated his visionary skills and deep understanding of healthcare and more, specifically the functional medicine industry. With over a decade of experience in private practice, working with dozens of health coaches, mid-levels, and physicians, Dr. Valencic is committed to transforming the delivery of healthcare in the chronic disease space. Without further delay, I will now turn the webinar over to Dr. Valencic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan Valencic with WellConnekt. I have our Director of Health Coaching, Brennan Edwards, with us today. So we're going to dive into the WellConnekt platform. So our background is I spent about 10 years, a little over 10 years in private practice. Over the last several years, we started incorporating health coaches with us, nutritionists. And one of the things we found, especially in the non-licensed space, was really lacking, just not knowing where to start. Worked really well when we saw coaches that were able to access the tools that we offer. But when they weren't, there was just a lot of gray area from a legality standpoint. Where do they start? How do they incorporate different things that they feel like could be beneficial to their clientele, but they just didn't know how to do it? So we're a solution that gives both licensed and non-licensed service providers access to a suite of tools. We have a 12-week business accelerator program that really starts off educating you on all of the tools, how to use them, and how to get the best results with your clients with those tools. Really, the vision of WellConnekt is functional medicine. How do we get this in front of more people, make it more acceptable, accessible, affordable? These are all things that have been barriers to entry for a lot of end users in the functional medicine space. And we want to do that by leveraging technology tools and some of our clinical expertise to give service providers and end users access to better control and outcomes in the healthcare journey. So what we consistently heard was, we decided we wanted to go into the health coaching industry, went through the research, really figured out which program or programs were ideal to get the core skill set that the individual wanted. Spent thousands of dollars, spent 6 months, a year going through that. And it's like, you get to the end and it's like, what now? And it's like, where do I start? I want to have, you look at the research, over 80% of health coaches want to own their own business, yet there's really nowhere to support them in starting and launching that business. So as I mentioned earlier, spent over a decade in private practice, was able to be a liaison, worked with a lot of health coaches and providers alike. So I spent a lot of time hearing the story from both sides. We realized that really great synergies can exist between health coaches, their clients, providers, if it's done right. And if it's not done right, it can be really complicated and difficult to implement. A lot of coaches struggle to understand their scope or how to leverage certain tools in a way that would be impactful for their clients, but also legal. And we saw an immense benefit that health coaching could have when they had the proper tools and it was done in a really streamlined approach. So from a starting standpoint, we really help people from everything from getting their business started up, whether you want to go with an LLC, setting up your federal tax ID, getting a business bank account, having the right insurance in place. Sorry about that. And then with business planning, not just building something that you spend time going through, but actually something that's a living, breathing document. Like, you actually have a plan. How do you want to attack it? Who do you want to work with? How do you want to accomplish that? Through our partnership with Evexia, All of our clientele has access to thousands of tests. We also have a provider network with an MD that's licensed in all 50 states and a team of physicians that can build personalized health improvement plans for all of the clients that our coaches are working with. Can also work with physicians in states that they're not licensed in. We have an e-commerce store that allows clients to offer physician-recommended supplements and makes the ease of ordering both labs and products extremely easy. Practice management account. So you have everything from scheduling, merchant processing, HIPAA compliant, telemedicine, everything, all the tools that you would need to effectively operate your business. We have mentor health coaches that have started with us out of the gate with this and have worked with us for over a year that are extremely familiar with the tools, that are great shoulders to lean on. Brennan, you can speak a little bit to the office hours that you run to kind of delve in deeper with people as well.
Yeah. So on top of the training materials that we provide, that's usually any frequently asked questions. We'll have video support, documents that you can refer to. But as far as office hours goes, that's really the time for me to be one-on-one with any coaches or service providers who are needing a little extra help, aren't understanding a certain subject as well as they'd like to, or just want to run through like a mock, maybe lab work. If you haven't run lab work with your clients yet, it's your first lab review and you're a little bit nervous, I just want to make sure you feel completely confident to bring whatever it is to your client.
Absolutely. And then as we launch our proprietary algorithm to match, what this means is when you understand who you want to work with. So we have an onboarding process where someone would go through what diagnoses they have, symptoms they're dealing with, what are their personal goals, what concerns they have, what medications they're taking, and then understanding your background. What was your certification through? What is your background? Who do you enjoy working with? Personality matching, and really be able to match those end users with the right service provider. We feel like that'll be a really big key to the longevity of a relationship and also the compliance. So this just gives a high level overview of what the Business Accelerator program looks like. Everything from getting the business started and those early stages into understanding all the tools that you have access to. Making that process really simple. So all of these would be linked to our learning management system with documentation that supports it, videos that walk through it. That way, if there's a certain area that you need a little bit more work on or you're not quite clear on, you can jump back in and you can rewatch that particular section. So from the end user standpoint, we're looking at it. So access to lab testing, our functional health reports, really explains everything. We'll show you a video here in a minute so you can, I'm a visual person, so I think it's great to be able to see what the actual process looks like. Physician built health improvement plan. So it's taking everything from a symptom standpoint and also going through the labs and putting those things together for a very digestible, not a GI humor there, but a program that can be easily implemented with your clientele. The telehealth platform, we live in a virtual world, but it's really nice at least to be face-to-face with people so you can see them, meet them, and know them. Wearable technology integration is a big piece we're working on. So if your clients are wearing an Apple Watch or an Oura Ring or a Fitbit, being able to pull in that data and aggregate it so you can make that part of the monitoring process with them. One-on-one health coaching, access to live chat. And so when there's questions, really keeping those communication cycles open, and both objective and subjective monitoring on success metrics. So are they objectively moving the needle from a lab standpoint with follow-up testing? It's a great way to keep people engaged and know that we're having the impact that we want to, but also scoring their symptoms when they start with you and as they go through reevaluation periods. So you're really able to say, objectively, the labs are moving, and subjectively, their quality of life is improving. If you check those two boxes, you're going to have clients for a long time and really have the impact that you want. And then an easy to use e-commerce platform that makes it really convenient for your clientele to order testing and supplements, whether it's blood work where they get a requisition to go to a local lab corp, whether it's specialty testing that is drop shipped directly to your clients, and supplements. The goal is to make that a really simple, streamlined process and make reordering also really simple for them.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brennan, the Director of Health Coaching here at WellConnekt, and I'm going to take you through everything that's included with your WellConnekt platform membership. First up is EHR. You'll be provided with your own Practice Better account that's branded to your business. If you're familiar with Practice Better, it's a really intuitive platform where you can do any billing, payments, everything's HIPAA compliant. You're able to create booking links, create packages, basically run your entire business out of here. Moving over to our lab testing options, we are backed by our provider network. So the coaches that are partnered with us are able to offer lab work to their clients that come with provider reads and customized supplementation recommendations based on the lab work. So we work really hard to keep you guys in scope so that you don't have to worry about it. Each of our coaches have their own personalized lab testing menu, and this is where your clients go to shop around, figure out which test is right for them. They're able to click into each individual test, read a little description on it, and then purchase it just like a regular shopping cart. Here's an example of our most popular test. This is the baseline panel. It's an 85 marker test that comes with this ODX report. Makes it really easy for you as a health coach to confidently go over this with your client without feeling like you're going out of scope. Here's another way that they present the data. This is just how far the client is from the optimal range, keeping in mind we're always testing for the functional ranges instead of the conventional ranges, so it's that tighter window to keep them in optimal health. Here you'll see all of the individual markers that it tests for. This was actually a retest panel, and I love this one because it'll show which way they're trending, if they have more work to do, or if they're going in the right direction. It also shows where they started and where they are now. My favorite part about this panel is that if there's anything out of range, which is where you'll get the most questions, there is a paragraph on what it can lead to, and since you're able to just read directly from the test, you, again, are not going out of scope and you're relying on strictly the data. All of our lab panels, including any specialty testing, will come with a health improvement plan for your client. So these are any diet, lifestyle recommendations, as well as supplement recommendations based on that lab work. Supplement compliance is really great with this report because it will show exactly why the provider has recommended that specific supplement and what markers it took into account. We also provide all of our coaches with a really robust health survey. So the provider takes not only what the lab work says into account, but of course that health survey, any symptoms that they've been having. It's also great for the coaches to see so that they can better coach their clients. At WellConnekt, we also have our own e-commerce store. This carries our EüPure brand of supplements, as well as Zymogen, Biotics, and Apex. So another really great revenue stream, and it makes it so easy when you do have that health improvement plan that shows your clients exactly why they're going to be taking these supplements and how it's going to move the needle. Another great feature of the WellConnekt platform is our 12-week business plan that we like to give as soon as you register with us. That way, whether you're coming from the ground up with your coaching business or you are just revamping it, you have a step-by-step guide of how to be successful with these new tools that you're able to offer.
So high level, here's our team. So myself and my co-founder, we've had a really good blend of experience, mine in the healthcare sector, his in more the operations and processes. So he and Brennan really have worked diligently to put things together where it's very absorbable, usable information that you're getting. And so high level, this is our team, always growing and excited to see the faces we bring on as we go. Just some high level, some of the coaches that have been using our platform over the last year. So I'll just kind of read snippets from each of them that I felt like were really good parts of the testimonials they had written. As health coaches, having access to an arsenal of cutting edge tools and resources that enable us to provide our clients with an unparalleled level of personalized guidance and care is key. Powerful combination of resources to help people achieve effective, positive results. Helps me feel more confident in my abilities as both a health coach and a business owner. My confidence as a first-time business owner has been elevated. I feel more confident as a coach. It empowers me to build my business more efficiently and have more significant impact as a health coach. So from our standpoint, our goal is to keep it really simple. We know it can be overwhelming running your own business and where to start and things like that. So we offer a 6-week trial. You can come in, you can start going through the course that we were just sharing with you. You can get access to your Practice Better account. You can put as many clients as you want to through that. It's a really great period where we say, like, go find those people that are in your inner circle that are going to trust you. And if you're not perfect in going through the process, they're not going to judge you because of it. Parents, friends, relatives, people that you know that could benefit, that you know would be an easy person to walk through it. Go ahead and put them through the testing process. Understand the reporting and how you can speak to them in regards to that. Think of it almost as like a dry run. We've had some of our coaches that have been able to bring quite a few clients on during that period, and really it accelerates that process of getting comfortable with those tools. From there, you have 2 options. If you love it, you're able to jump in and you can commit to an annual where you're only paying $229 a month for that. Or if you want to keep it on a month-to-month agreement with us, you can go up to get $299 a month. It's something where you're able to switch to an annual account at any time. We feel it's really important that there's that trust there, that foundational skill and development. So we don't want anybody rushing into it. We want you to be excited about this. Starting your own business and working with clients is an amazing privilege, but you want to be confident in the tools that you have at your disposal, and know that you have a team that when you run into the issues that we all run into as business owners, and even whether you are new to business or you've been doing this a long time, the statement in business ownership that it's lonely at the top, that's something we really want to avoid. We don't want people to feel like they're on an island, that they have to figure it out all on their own. So through a lot of the partnerships we have that we extend to our coaches and service providers, it really helps smooth out that process and get you more confident. So we're really excited through Evexia to be able to pass this partnership on and be able to get the tools in front of you and help you get started. So feel free, you can reach out to us. You can send us an email at info@wellconnekt.com or jump on our website. And we look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a great afternoon.